What's up, everybody? It's your girl Cece with Where It Begins Magazine. And I have a special guest on the line with me today. I just love her energy. I'm going to let her introduce herself of who she is, what she does, and where she's from.
Hey everybody, my name is Alethea Crimmins. Most people know me as Miss HDIC, and I am your hype girl, your positivity queen. Like, this is what I do. I motivate, I empower, I inspire, and I am from the big, small state of Louisiana.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where I'm from. That's where I live. That's where all the good food at.
I've never been there, so you definitely got to tell me some places to
Oh,
go
baby. If
down.
if if you want some good eating, you need to come out here because this is where it's at. This is where it's at.
I heard the food is really, really good. But let's get into it. How did you get to where you are today? Like, who inspired you? What made you want to be like a motivational speaker?
You know what? I never wanted to be one. I didn't think that this was my calling because since I was 3, 4, I grew up with a stutter, which I still have. So I was bullied a lot. I have a lot of family trauma. Feeling very low about me. And I really didn't have anybody to motivate me and make me feel good about who I was. It was always making me feel bad about who I was. And I had got to like a really low place in my life, so much so that I wanted to take my life.
Mm.
And when I was in that place, I looked around and I realized, bro, like nobody is coming save me. So what you gonna do? What are you going to do? So I had to realize that I had to save me. I had to pick myself up. And in doing that, I was like, man, it can't just be me. Like it can't just be me that's going through all of this. It can't just be me. So I wanted to be for other people what nobody was for me. So that's how this whole thing started, with me learning how to fall in love with me again and talking to myself, motivating myself. And I just one day happened to record it, and I realized I wasn't alone. I realized I wasn't by myself. And on this journey, I realized that people really wanted to hear what I had to say. And I was like, oh, okay. So it just made me love me more. So this was a self-love journey, almost like a love letter to me.
Mm,
So
mm.
that's what this was. And what that's what this is, because people think that because I do what I do, and a lot of people have that misconception that people like me, that we already done like graduated, that we know. Baby, I'm still in school. Like I'm still in class. I have not graduated yet. Like I'm still working. Like I'm still trying to. Every day is still a struggle. I have
Mhm.
depression. I have bipolar disorder. Like these are things that's a constant thing every single day. So just like you're working through it, me too. I just have the tools and techniques that help me through it, that I now help other people get through it too.
Well, let me tell you, I watched some of your videos and you had me over here like this, like into tears. So what you are doing, do not stop, because it's very empowering, and it like I said, it empowered me. You gain a fan here with me because
Thank you.
I was like, whoa, she is deep. And I used to want to try to do what you do, but I ain't got that energy like you. So keep
Listen, and people told me, like, you know how people would tell you, because my like mama was the biggest one. Oh yeah, be yourself. Be yourself. But when I'll be myself, it'll be like, don't be yourself like that. Be yourself the way I want you to be yourself. So it was like I never could be me. I am 44 years old. For the first time in my life, I am actually me. I am me,
Oh,
and I love it. I love it. And can't nothing or nobody take me back to who I was. Because it took
amen.
me this long to get here. Like, people
Yes,
need to understand. Sometimes people just need to hear you are enough as you are. That's
yes.
it. Sometimes that's all you need to hear. Because that's hard. Like, people struggle with being who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because people
That's
tell them that you should not be you because you're too big, you're too loud, you're too energetic. You shouldn't be like this. Be like that because people like this more. Man, forget them people.
But let me ask you, how would you define self-love? Because you're on that self-love journey, and self-love, when I look in the dictionary, is so many, it's a meaning, but when I ask people, it's different. So how would you define self-love?
I define self-love for me is becoming my favorite version of myself. When something is your favorite, you will love that unconditionally. It don't matter what happened. You love it anyway. It don't matter. Think about your favorite pair of like jogging pants or jeans. It can have holes in them. It can have you. You will hold on to them because that's your favorite. When
Mm-hmm.
you become your favorite, you love yourself no matter what. It is an unconditional love that nobody else can give you. So when I say self-love, it don't matter if you don't like me. I love me enough for the both of us. So your love is extra. I know who I am. I don't need you to tell me who I am because I already know. I know what I like. I date myself. And people are like, "What?" Yes. I date myself. I take myself on dates cuz how else am I going to if somebody asks me, "Well, what do you like to do on a first date?" I I don't know. What makes you happy? A lot of people's answer is I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't take the time to know themselves. Self-love is knowing yourself, knowing who and what you are, flaws and all, and loving you anyway.
Amen. Amen to it. But let's get into your podcast. Tell us about your podcast show. What made you start up your podcast, and how did that go about?
Pimping positivity, man. Listen, I I already told y'all, I'm a talker, but I'm not a talker because I was very self-conscious about my stutter. And other people don't really hear it until I say it, but I hear it. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, you need a podcast. You need a podcast." And I was like, "No, I don't." But but then it just started because I realized that I had so much more to say. And
Mm-hmm.
people wanted more of how did I become this? What is my backstory? And so I would just sit and talk and have a conversation just like I'm doing now with people, letting them know exactly how I got here. And then other people would say, "Well, hey, I would love to be a guest and tell my story." I'm like, "Well, come on down, baby. You can come and tell it too. Like, let's just talk." So and it just grew into that. And we literally talk about any and everything, like how to find yourself, how to love yourself. We talk about trauma. We talk about uh, um addiction, relationships, because a lot of people struggle with relationships with other people as well as themselves. Some people don't know how to navigate through that, and I like to do it from both sides. So I have men that have come on to say, look, this is what I want with a woman, because sometimes we don't know, and we try to figure out what men want because they don't really tell us, because they don't know, because they don't know, and we ain't got time. So look, tell us. So I like to just dive into any and everything that, like, in my comment section, if people say, look, I'm struggling with this and I need help, that is my topic of my next okay, I got you, sis, I got you, come on. And that and it's just just this is my love language of how I get through to people. And that's all that's all my podcast is just me sharing my love letter and allowing other people to come in and share theirs also. I just give you a space to just do what you do.
Well, that's good. I think this world needs that platform for people to be able to talk about realistic things. So I applaud you for that.
Thank
But
you.
also, I watched the clip of you on the Jennifer Hudson show, and she was crying, and y'all were hugging, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" It was just those couple of minutes touched me, and I know it's probably touched the world, and I know it touched her. But tell us a little bit about being on that show.
So let me just start by saying this. Manifestation is a real thing. And if I did not believe in it before, I do now. Speaking the words that come out of your mouth, I'm a big believer in saying stuff out loud. When you speak life into things, we make things happen. We make life happen by what comes out of my mouth. I kid you not. 2 weeks before I went on the show, I was sitting and talking to my friend manager, and I was like, man, it would be so cool. Like, I'm gonna be on a talk show like Kelly, or I was like, no, Jennifer Hudson. She gonna call me and I'm gonna be on her show. Like, it came out of my mouth. 2 weeks later, I got an email, and I was like, I know you lied. Like, there ain't no way. Like, I'm being punked. I lie. Until I got on the Zoom call, and he was like, we saw your video and we just thought that you were just the best thing ever, and we want you to come. And I'm thinking to myself, did I just speak this out loud? Like, is this really, like, did I make this happen? And people do not understand the power of your words. If you don't speak life into yourself and say what you want, things may not happen because you don't speak it out loud. Stop being scared to speak life into you, because you don't know what life, you make life the way that you want it. Speak that over yourself. And that was one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life. Just to be there and meet her, and for me to be able to motivate her was like, oh wow. That's when I started to realize, man, I'm more than the box that I put myself in. I'm bigger than the box that other people put me in. Like, I need to stop thinking so small and start really seeing myself in my light and walk in my greatness. We often struggle doing that because we don't know what that looks like. Or people tell us that we can't. But yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes. Well, I love it. Keep doing you. Like I said, you're empowering me over here, and I know you're empowering a lot of women. But on this journey, usually I like to ask people, what's one fun fact about yourself? So something like that. What is one thing that you learned about yourself being on this journey?
I didn't know that I was funny. I did not know I was funny. Like, some of the things that come out of my mouth, like, I have to watch my own videos, and I'm like, did I just say that? And and people would be like, oh my God, like you're so funny. And I'm like, but yeah, like I didn't know that I was funny. And like just some of the things I say shock me because I legit, people are like, do you have a script? I legit do not know where it comes from. Like if I'm going through something at the time, what people don't know is I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to me. So as soon as I say you're welcome, I'm like, oh my God. because that was for me too. That was
Right.
that was my message. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, like I said, your energy is already there. So it's just coming out. I guess at first you didn't think that you had those in you, but sitting there and doing it, it's just all coming out of you.
Like people are intimidated by your light. So of course, they're not going to want you to shine because if we actually tapped in to who we really are, do you understand how great we would be? How powerful if we would actually tap in and let our light shine like it's supposed to?
Yes.
And when I realized, I was like, why am I dimming my light? Like I no, like I need to be the sun because the sun does not ask permission to shine. So why should I? Like I'm gonna be ultra freaking violet. Like I'm a blind y'all. Like y'all can get shades because because I don't dim. I don't go off. Y'all get shades because I'ma still shine.
I know that's right.
I mean,
I know that's right. See, I love the energy. I'm trying to tell you.
People think that I like. Are you really like this, y'all? I cannot turn this off. Like I try, but I can't. Like is I've always been
You.
like this. Like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am, and people think, oh, well, why are you yelling? I don't be meaning to. I just get excited, and it just it
I'm running it. I got you.
just
I
come
got
out.
you. But that's a good thing. That is a
Oh
good thing.
no.
Continue
Thank you
it.
so much. Like people, and that like just that, like you have no idea how good it feels to hear Alethea, just keep being you.
Yeah.
I've never heard that. I've
Wow.
never heard that till my big grown adult age. Alethea, just keep being you. Don't 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 change nothing. Just keep being you. Do you know how good that feels for
Yeah.
somebody that struggles with that their whole entire life? Alethea, just keep being you because you are right. I'm like,
Well, keep being you, Alethea. Keep being
thank
you. Because you are awesome. I ain't gonna
I
say you are all right. You are
thank
awesome.
you. I do my best and I just let God do the rest. I'm like, okay, go.
Got you, got you. What is one goal that you want to accomplish for this year?
My one, phew, I just want to expand. Like my vision board, believe it or not, I put it in like January, and like God is amazing. Like almost everything on my vision board has come to pass, and it's just
Ooh,
June. Like me
wow.
um, speaking out of the country. I've been to several states speaking. Like my catchphrases have become that they're in people's households. Like
Mm.
you have no idea how good it feels to hear a mom say, "My child got out of the car, looked back, and said, 'Mom, you have a good day on purpose.'" my heart. I was like, oh, I mean, my goal is to just keep being me, keep being humble, keep doing what I'm doing, and just keep building. That's just keep building. That's it.
That's all you can. Amen. Amen. But before we go into our fun fact game, what is one message you would like to share with the audience right now?
The one message that I always say is you are enough exactly as you are. Because when you know who you are, then nobody can tell you who you are. That's the biggest thing. I didn't know who I was until I took the price tag off. I did not know my worth until I took that price tag off. People will tell you how much you worth. Take the price tag off because you are priceless. You are priceless. And that's what I want people to know. Like, you are enough exactly as you are. Take off the price tag and just be you.
Amen. Amen. I took that to the heart. I took it to the heart. But I like to ask two questions, fun fact questions. So you ready?
Oh Lord. Okay.
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
It's not what you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question I like to ask everybody this: if you could change places with one person for one day, who would you choose and why did you choose that person? Just for one day.
Oh man. Out the gate is a if I could, man, probably Beyonce, because like who would not want to live that life? Like I just want to just walk in her shoes just one day, just to see what it's like. Just let me see. Just let me. I don't need long. I just need like a few hours. Just and then I'm good.
I got you. So this one is a little bit of thinking about songs. What is 3 songs that describe your life right now?
um, Jeez,
I know we all love music and we listen to music
man.
all the time and we know it speak out to us. So
Okay, so the top of my head, because it's such a fun song and it's full of like energy, is Outkast. Because like when you hear it, like you just get happy and you just can't help but to do a little. And that's me, like as because it's like, yeah, and that's just me.
Okay,
Oh
I can
gosh.
see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Jill Scott Golden.
okay.
Definitely, because hence my wall. Because like that is how I want to live my life every day. I want to live my life like it's golden because that's yeah. Um ah
We love Jill Scott. Jill Scott. I love
yeah.
her music. So
Um so the third one helped me through a lot. It's Tasha Cobbs. You know my name because that was like, okay, so God, you see me, you know me,
mhm.
like you know who I am. And she has a part where it says, no mountain can move me. Like, and I I move my own mountain. Like no mountain can move me. Like I can't, no fire can burn me because you got me. So that's another one, because my like trust in God and my faith has gotten me through a lot. And I know that none of this is me. None of this is me. Like this is all God. So yeah, that's
Amen. Amen. Well, I know our time is running out. I do want to say thanks for coming
thank you
up here
for
and
having me.
interviewing with me. It's good to get to know you a little bit better. Like I said, I love your energy. I love
Thank
the
you.
journey. And if you do some self-love challenges, let me know. I will join because I love
I'm
to do challenges.
always doing I'm always actually on the 31st, I'm doing one because I recently realized that the old version of me, she's gone. And I need to let her go. I have grieved her long enough. It's time to bury her and let her go. So I am having a RIP to the old me on the 31st. And I'm just asking people to wear black and
Okay.
to write down everything that is no longer who you are. Write that down on a piece of paper, rip that up, and let that go. It is a rebirth.
Yes.
Embrace who you are, not who you were, because
Amen.
that's not you no more. That's not you no more. And
And one more question before I get off. Is there any projects or upcoming events that you have that's coming up?
um, so I will be speaking in Canada in September. It's the No Girl Left Behind. It's a nonprofit that deals with teenage girls building their self-worth, their self, esteem, and empowering them. I'll also be speaking in London in August, and that's for a women's empowerment. Doing the same thing, speaking on my journey. And I also have a book in the works. So yeah.
Well, I am a bookworm. I read like 2 books a week. So
Oh wow.
if it comes out, I will support. I will get it. I will
Thank
share it. I
you.
have a book club, so I will share it with your book. I mean, with my book club. So just let me know. And
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for having me. And thank you everybody for listening to little old me, you know.
Well, like I said, your energy is awesome. And I know I see great things happening for you. I know
Thank you.
2024 is going to be one of your best years. And it seems like it's already been
I
a lot
keep
for
hearing it.
you.
I receive it. I receive it. Oh,
Yes. Like I said, I love your energy. You got a fan here with me. I will be
thank you.
following everything that you have going on. And if you ever have anything in Atlanta, I will be there to support it. So
Thank you so much. Oh, you just don't know. That just made my day. Thank you so much.
anytime, anytime. All right, before we get off, please let everybody know where they can follow you on your journey.
You can follow me at Miss MS underscore HD as in dog IC on Instagram and TikTok. And you can find me on YouTube, my podcast, Pimpin' Positivity, PIMPIN Positivity with Alethea Crimmins.
All right. Well, bless you and have a great day today. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.